got a chance to see the second season of FUBAR with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Monica Barbaro. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me as we rant about movies, comic books, and television shows, as well as the occasional board game. I am your host, Frank Zank. I'm an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, and comic book writer, as well as a filmmaker. And yeah, we're going to talk about FUBAR. Definitely the second season. I have seen both seasons now. And let's get into it in just a second. Remember to give me a like, give me a thumbs up if you can. And if you can subscribe, please do. Ring that bell, ding, ding. If you want to share this video out there, appreciate it as well. Also remember, too, that I am a writer myself. So if you'd like to read anything that I have written, you can just go to Amazon.com and type my name in. Or there's a link in the description below. You can check out my 4-novel series, Destiny Aurora, the sci-fi series that was turned into a board game and RPG. It's also on Audible. All my books are on Kindle as well. Also my fantasy novel, Tales of Ravenor, the Iron Witch, and my new comic graphic novel, Fairy Tales of Terror, with a psychotic Cinderella murderous Captain Hook. I also gave him a fairy of his own, a fire fairy, and chasing them down through the streets of New York City is Peter Pan's Tiger Lily. So it's all going to be pretty good and pretty bloody. It's going to be fun. We're passing 200 now followers in only 2 days. So I think this is going to be a great campaign. Definitely go to the QR code. I'm always wrong camera side. Or click the link in the description below. All right, so thanks again for doing that and jumping on that. That would be great if you guys can jump on that. So let's get into FUBAR Season 2. I know that this is a series not to be taken seriously, but there's a difference between campy and unwatchable. And this was a slog to get through. Really, the only reason I stuck with it is because I like the cast. That's it. I mean, the creator / showrunner of this is Nick Santora, who is also the showrunner on Reacher, as well as Prison Break, and I forgot what else he's done, but I mean, this guy is prolific in his showrunning ability. And he does this, and he does Prison Break and Reacher. Oh, and Scorpion. That's the other one, Scorpion. I mean, come on, man. So, the writing on this is so subpar. It's crazy. This thing is so cheesy that it's like Velveeta in a blender, man. That's how cheesy this is. I mean, this is absolute garbage. Garbage. And again, the only reason I stuck with this was because of the cast. Because it was great to see Carrie-Anne Moss again, but not in this. I almost felt bad for her in acting in this. The lines that these actors were forced to say is almost embarrassing. I had like secondhand embarrassment for some of these lines. It's just scary. But I'll go into Monica Barbaro for a second. So I actually have worked with Monica Barbaro before she got Top Gun Maverick, and of course before she did the original FUBAR. I was back in LA, and she had just gotten fired. I don't know if you want to call it fired, laid off. I don't know what you want to call it. From Chicago Law. I don't know if you guys knew that she started on there, but she started on Chicago Law. And pretty much the week that the show got canceled, we were doing a little short with one of the producers of The Punisher at the time. That's how long ago it was. It's obviously a while ago. And she ended up on set, and we were shooting at a little house. Everybody was kind of chatting and everything else, and I could say she was pretty pissed off that the show got canceled. But her career is blowing up now. Ever since Top Gun Maverick, her career has been blowing up. But she was very nice. I can't say anything negative about her. She was, plus it was a friend of hers that was the producer. So I never did get to see the end result of that short. I barely ever do when you work on something like that. But anyway, so we have Arnold Schwarzenegger, who really has never been able to act in his entire life. That's why I know his agent pushed him to do Terminator, and boy, was that a good idea. Because that fits him. Conan fits him. The strong, silent type is what fits him. When he's got to become all cheesy, you just kind of roll your eyes. But poor Carrie-Anne Moss, man, holy cow, did she have some bad freaking lines. The Rue, I'm going to say the fat lesbian, I don't know how else to describe her. She is so annoying. So annoying. And she gets all these crude lines and everything else, and she always feels like she's in your face, even though she's coming through the TV in your face. That's how I always feel when I'm watching her, is that she's always in my face. And I really despise her as an actress completely, because these are the choices that she's making, and I think that she's even going off script a little bit here. I think that, she's kind of embellishing. Awful. Anytime she's on screen, I'm like, oh, please no. Please no. Anything that the story can do to annoy the audience, it does. And that's why I'm saying it goes beyond camp to the point of annoyance. And there's some lines here that you just go, everybody is a expert at something, right? That's the first part. Oh, I did this back in high school. Oh, when I was overseas, I did this, so I know this tech. And I did this, but really, every single time somebody's done something that can get them out of the situation. And the amount of times you can do a drinking game on this, that must be it. Like saying that they're, the house over there, it's, it was built in 1952 was the exact date that this happened, so that must be where they're hiding. Oh my God. It's worse than the 1966 Batman. With Robin going, that must be it. That's how this whole entire series is. The entire series is just one coincidence after another. They're not using any kind of intelligence. It's just everything, all the answers get thrown at them every single time. And I just feel bad for, especially like Jay Bruchel. I don't know how that's how you say his name. The one from that played Hiccup and the voice for the animated How to Train Your Dragon. Him and Andy Buckley, who plays Donnie, they made a friggin' fool out of him. A fool out of him where he's like naked, he's shooting his balls off. There was just nothing for Carter, that's the name of Jay's character, and Donnie. They had nothing really for them to do, so they just put them in these weird positions. Literally, they sat on the couch most of it. It's just awful. There's no reason for them even to exist. They start out in witness protection based on the earlier season, and they're all living together. I don't know. And they can't leave the house, so they're all on each other's nerves. And again, going back to that, the must be it. Everybody's a thing on everything. So Rue's character knows some kind of a satellite thing that they're doing. and she says, plus, red blinky line's bad. That's an actual line. It's... What? What? Then on top of everything else, now we have to have an annoying pig on there to give Alden something to love. So now we have a pig running around like a pet. Oh my God, I cannot... Like I keep saying, this was unwatchable. Unwatchable. And then we have, Tina... she has her own issues that they keep going back and forth on. Tally's character, he finally gets back with Tally. She's from Austin Powers, believe it or not, the original Austin Powers. So yeah, so the characters, and the one guy that I actually end up starting to like, which was Theodore Chips. He played by Guy Burnett. He was from Oppenheimer. And I was starting to like him, and then he's always 2 steps ahead of them, but by the end, he's obviously becomes completely brain dead because the plot needed it to. Anything the plot needs it to do, so this is not a character-driven show, it's not a plot-driven show, it's a script-driven show. Whatever the script needs the characters to do, they just do it. Whatever information they need, the script just hands it to them. There's nothing, and then at least if you're going to give me a show like this that's supposed to be a spy show that's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, this is not tongue-in-cheek at all. This is over and above anything. Like, if the believability factor was here, it's up there. It's up there. It's so far off the cliff. It's crazy, and if it was off the cliff, it just kept going. Every episode, you just a face palm. Every episode is a face palm. But then at least if you're going to give me an action show, look at Reacher. Why didn't he just at least bring the guys in there that do Reacher? Some of the fight scenes and stuff like that in Reacher are really good. The fight scenes are awful. Plus you have an 80-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger that's supposed to be fighting, and he's moving at the speed of... that's how the guy's doing now. It doesn't work. And Monica Barbaro could be a good action star. I think she needs to work out a little bit. But even if you compare her to Ana de Armas, there is no comparison. She's not moving like Ana de Armas is. And if I was her, I would train. That's the direction she wants to go in, she should train, because she's awkward. Her moves come out awkward. And at least with the Theodore Chips and her, I thought that they had a good dynamic. And of course, the script ruins it all. But I don't know. It's and I don't know. And all of the motivation of the characters are all over the place. And then I forgot the guy's name. Oh, Enrico Calatoni. So he is a buddy of a friend of mine that we actually have a meeting tomorrow. Oops, I almost forgot that meeting. We have a meeting tomorrow. So Enrico, he's from Veronica Mars, and he was absolutely great in that. Great. He is a good actor. He's been on, obviously, a million different shows. I think he also played like a villain in Bones and things like that. He's great. And he's totally wasted here. Completely wasted. At least I think he's leaving the show. If it comes back again, I don't think we'll see him. And I don't blame him. I don't think this should get another season. Unless they have another fight coordinator come in and there's another writer come in that actually can take this just a little bit more seriously, I think this show should die at season 2. I don't think there's any reason for this thing to exist. Anyway, it was like I said, it was a slog to get through. I do not recommend it unless you're just watching it, have it just run in the background, If you're just looking for something to run in the background, then occasionally get your attention, then it's fine. But for you to sit down and give it your full attention, nah, it's awful. It's just awful. So I'm going to give this, out of 10, I'm going to give this season a 2. And that's only for the actors that had to read these ridiculous lines and try to stay with a straight face. I can imagine that on set they probably had a good time. But when they have to sit and watch it, is torture. Anyway, that's it for me. Remember to give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can, ring that bell, ding ding, share this video out there so everybody knows not to watch this thing. And yeah, check out my stuff on Amazon, and also definitely jump into Fairy Tales of Terror on Kickstarter. Get notified about when we launch in a few weeks, and you can take advantage of those early bird specials and things like that. The QR code is, I got it right the first time, here, and the link in the description below. All right, have a great week, everybody. Talk to you later.